Enlightenment channel. Mind you again, excuse my laundry. So I'm gonna speak a little closer so you can hear it. But like I said, welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. And today I want to talk about spirituality. This is another short video. This is a runoff of what I was saying in my previous video. Go check out how life works. But what you have to understand, right, is this. When you talk about spirituality, when you talk about the life that we're living, what we want to acquire, I talked about before about you have to have that energy. So no matter how down bad you are, you have to have that energy in order to inside of you in order to attract it. We attract and manifest from the inside out, from within as so without. Um, but here's another thing too. Now, a lot of people don't know what's right for them because they also may not know about the spirit. And see, you can tap into your own spirit and get different and receive certain messages or receive certain information, aka through being through a meditative space. Everybody, this is why meditation can be good for everybody. Only thing about it is everybody has a different way of meditation that works for them. But the meditative energy itself is nothing more but clairvoyance, which gives you intuition. The energy of clairvoyance taps you into your spirit. And so by being in a meditative space, the more time you put into being in a meditative space, the more you get back of that in your wake life when you do go about your ways and things. And sometimes you even receive messages right then and there. But meditation is very important because it taps you into your spirit so you can receive certain information that may be good for yourself. Remember, the information that may be good for you may not be good for everybody else. But what you have to understand is this, right? So when you understand about your spirit, when you understand about your space and why it's so important, the more you can jump into your meditative space, the more you can receive things and manifest things in your life that work in your favor. Not for somebody else, not for that other person or that other person. It's gonna work in your favor. And this is why meditation is very important because it not only builds your spiritual currency and your space of just being you, your spirit, it also adds intuition and clairvoyance in your life, and it also manifests things in your life that work for you in your individual favor. Now, that's a big one when you talk about manifesting things in your life that work in your favor. Um, Now, the other part that I talked about in my last video was having the energy within you, the light. I feel like you got two ways to go about life. We talk about manifest the light, the light that you emit yourself, aka your inner lights. You know what I'm saying? The chakra stuff like that. And the another one is your spirit, aka clairvoyance, and being in a meditative state. The more you do that, the more you accumulate things in your life that work in your favor. So, um, internally, when we talk about the light, that's like a person that, okay, you got a lot of energy, you got a lot of internal energy. The main three chakras are the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the head chakra, aka the third eye, crown chakra, all that's the same. A person that's got a lot of energy in their highest chakras and a lot of energy in their heart chakra and a lot of energy in their root chakra, this is a person who's going to manifest a lot of circumstances, situations in their life and experiences because they have a lot of energy. So they may not have a hard time getting attracting sex in their life if their root chakra is spinning a lot and their root chakra orb is huge. They may not have a hard time of manifesting and attracting people in their life to connect to if their heart chakra is right and they got a lot of heart chakra energy. You know what I'm saying? A person with a lot of higher chakra energy, like the head chakras, the third eye, crown, whatever, are not gonna have a hard time manifesting people in their life that are into the same thing as them, because the higher chakras deal with the shit that you're into. But they're also not gonna have a hard time having creativity or wisdom. They're gonna attract a lot of wisdom and other people that have more wisdom than them to give them more wisdom, so they can accumulate even more knowledge. See what I'm saying? So you manifest basically through these chakras, and these chakras are lenses. And the bigger a person, the more chakras a person has, the more energy a person has in their chakras, the more they're gonna manifest in that particular chakra. And this is why you talk about getting all your chakras in line. Is why it's important. You see what I'm saying? Because it deals with your life. So yeah, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it out on this. I'm gonna try to say it brief. But if you're a person and you're having a hard time in life, you feel like you're not manifesting enough, your life is boring and dull. You don't have enough internal energy. Your chakras are not lit. If you're a person who you have a hard time manifesting love or finding the right people you feel like you connect with that are for you, you don't have a lot of heart chakra energy. You need to work on that. If you're a person and you lack and you feel like, dang man, I'm not manifesting any sexual partners in my life. You see what I'm saying? I feel like dang, I get no butt, or I get no sex, and you know what I'm just saying. Then that means that your root chakra energy is low. You need to build that orb. You need to get your root chakra spinning. Build your sexual energies up. That's what your root chakra does. If you're a person and you feel like you feel like you feel dumb, or you feel like you don't know anything conscious wise, you want to ascend, you want to understand things more consciously, you want to get more consciously aware, you got to spend more time being in your higher chakra. You see what I'm saying? And meditation is good with that one too. But yeah, I'm gonna end it out on that. But it's just showing you that the life that you live is a reflection of the internal. Now, as I've been in my previous video, when you talk about different star seeds and where a person's spirit is from, some people's spirit may resonate with this space a lot more, aka their spirit was birthed from their space. So their spirit is not on any big travel. They're at home right now. This is where they naturally feel comfortable with. They're gonna naturally have a better understanding of how this life works than you are naturally. They're gonna have a better ability to get there 1-2 a lot faster than another person, or you, if you're not from here. A person like that may be a star seed that is not from here is gonna have a harder time in his life, in the sense of they're not gonna feel welcome. They're not gonna feel like um, this is familiar with them. They're not gonna feel like anything is handed to them, or they feel like they got a lot of help. They might have to do things all on their own. So if you feel like you're very spiritual and you're a star seed, and you don't necessarily go with the ways of the world as much, then you definitely got to get brighten up your inner chakras. You definitely got to build your chakras. You can't be out here all lacking and all dim. We're all stars. When you look up and see the sun, that's just another star. The different stars that are out there, we're all stars. We're just a smaller version of it. Those stars are ascended. They've left this plane, or they may not even be from this particular earth. But they're in a higher vessel, a bigger vessel. They've ascended and expanded from wherever they were at. They're bigger now. We are just third dimensional beings, so we're still stars, but on a lower level. So it's condensed, and what we have to do is um, build ourselves and our conscious awareness in our inner world, and we have to get more experiences to ascend more and become larger. But my point is this: when you think about, we hold on. Okay, yeah. When you think about us all being stars, then that you think about it. If you don't got no energy, you don't got no chakra energy, then that just means you old dim star. So you're not shining. AKA that means nobody's gonna ever pick up your energy. Nobody's gonna feel or say that you're a vibe. They're not gonna feel your aura. They're not gonna feel that anything of you is significant. You're not gonna have any spiritual power or influence in your life. So you may not get a lot of followers or attention, which it's okay if you can still push your own movement if you got motion, you know. But you may even have a hard time getting motion if you're that dim as a star down here. AKA we're all stars. But I'm saying, if you see, think about it, if you're a dim star, you don't got no light. A person out here that's got way more light than you is gonna attract way much more in life. Even those people that people just seem to gravitate towards for no reason, you like, man, oh man, they cool, but like dang, people are obsessed with them. They all on his junk. Like, what's up with that? That's because that person out of 9 times out of 10 got more life force than you. They got more. They're more bright. Their aura is much more bright. So imagine a person that got an extremely bright aura, extremely bright. They're gonna probably be the next celebrity, even without the government. They're gonna manifest, because their spirit is so bright. They're gonna manifest a situation in life that people are gonna be way more consciously aware of them, and they're gonna start being they're gonna be influenced by that person. All because their spirit is that much brighter and it's or bigger. You see what I'm saying? So the spirit realm go deeper. When you start realizing it, you don't even have to always stress yourself with jobs and hard work all the time. You start realizing that things manifest from the inside without. So if you can get your spirit right and build your internal world right, a lot of times I don't like to say things are falling on lap, because you always got to put some type of form of energy work into things physically. But I'm saying things are more so likely to fall more in your lap, and things that come to you a lot much more easy without you always have to break a sweat by you just putting in the internal energy work with things, because that's what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? You got to be strong. You know what I'm saying? When you look at a star, that's nothing more but ascended being that is ascended. They've left the third dimension, whatever third dimension they were at, whether it was on planet Earth or another planet that has a third dimension. They've ascended from that. They're in a higher realm now. When you look at solar systems, that's an even higher realm of that's an even higher ascended version than the star. When you look at galaxies, now that's really a farther. They ascended way before you. So those are like ancient spirits. And as above, so below. The same way we get birth down here, we get birth as spirits. The same way you see germs, parasites, and bacteria and germs, those are literal living entities. And as everything dies in transition, even scientists admit energy is never created or destroyed. So when you die, when the person dies, they just go into another vessel, and the more that they've expanded, or it can extended and expanded the same thing. The more that they expand it, then they can take a bigger vessel. So a germ can go from taking a germ, a parasite, a cell, they can go into taking a bug. You see what I'm saying? And a bug, once they die and do enough experience, they can go into being like a lizard or something. I'm just making up shit, but I'm just giving you an example of how it goes. Then after you be a spirit that size, you can take a bigger. You can think about a bunny. Take a bigger vessel. After being a bunny, you can take like a freaking a cat or something. You can do higher than that. You can be a dog. Higher than that, you can end up being, let's say, like you know what I'm saying? Just life just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so eventually you get to the point where you get bigger and you ascend, and you ascend out of a human vessel, you become a higher vessel. You can be like an oversoul, which is what we would point to as like celestial beings. You see what I'm saying? Small celestial beings. And then you got higher celestial beings like planets. Planets are actual fifth dimensional beings, bigger beings than us. They don't look the way that we see them through scientists and NASA because we're not in those worlds to perceive it that way. But a planet, that's why every time in astrology you hear about a planet, anytime in astrology when you hear about a planet, they refer to them as animals. Think about Mars. What do they refer to Mars as? A ram. What do they refer Saturn as? The goat. You see what I'm saying? What do they Taurus, the bull, which deals with Venus. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go too far into detail, y'all, but I'm just saying you just have to. The most important thing in life is to get your internal energies right. Because a lot of times, as much as we be down bad and feeling bad about ourselves, you gotta understand, one, it's not always gonna be like that. It seemed like that though, and it seemed bad. It do be bad. Don't get me wrong. It's like being in a little spiritual jail sometimes when you feel like life's not going away, or you gotta slave yourself with this job, or you feel like you're locked in this cage, and you're tired of doing this, and you feel like you're not living life the way that you want to live it. It do get hard. It is like a little spiritual jail, but you break out of that, and eventually you will anyway. It's not as bad as you think because there's always a way out of things. And the more you can get your internal world right, things will manifest more into your favor. You see what I'm saying? And you can't lie to yourself, because a lot of times when you feel down bad and you're not feeling good about yourself and you feel like life is not worth living, be real. You know you don't feel good. You feel like crap. It's not like you got this high amount of energy. You real vibrant. You feeling all good and you like, man, life don't go my way. Nah. You be feeling bad and you know your energy down. See what I'm saying? I could tell if you felt lit and you felt great and you was like, man, my arm is huge. I'm feeling great. Man, what's wrong? Life ain't going my way, man. This life tripping. What is life? Nah, when you be feeling bad, you be feeling all down in the dumps. Your energy levels be all low. You don't feel yourself. You feel low on energy. You don't even feel like doing nothing, especially when you be in great depression. So that's God and the universe letting you know right there. That's your internal realm that's effed up. That's manifesting your life to be effed up. That's your internal realm that's effed up for you to feel and manifest situations of you being lonely in your life. But the more you spark up internal energy and you awaken your inner lights, aka your chakras, you get them spinning, I guarantee you start manifesting more in your life. But you gotta put that energy work in. You can't be sitting back and like, oh, okay, I know it now. Well, just because I know it, that's like, no, you gotta put in the energy work, bro. All right, you see what I'm saying? It's like steps to gold. The more the energy you put into it, the energy you get out. You see what I'm saying? Every step that you put in counts. It may be a day you feel like, man, I did X, Y, and Z. Yeah, but I still ain't gonna get that. No, you just put energy work into that. And the more energy you put into that, you eventually will reach your destination. But you can't get there without putting energy work in, aka internal work in, building your internal chakras and shit like that. Let me give you an example of what I mean by building your internal chakras, right? This is brief. This may be important for some of y'all. So, for instance, I gotta cut this off because my phone's starting to overheat. But let's say building energy in your root chakra would be shit like, let's say building your root chakra, right? What that deal with stability and sexual partners. So, if you want to manifest more sexual partners and stability in your life, you gotta build energy in your root chakra, right? So, what would building your root chakra be like? That would be like learning more about your sexual energies, learning more about how to build and transmute your sexual energies. You see what I'm saying? And the more you build your sexual energies, then the more you'll manifest sexual partners in your life to please you in that area. You think what you want, but it is a deep science to these things. And a lot of people that attract more sexual partners in their life, they do have their root chakra energies together. For instance, let's do the heart chakra. If you want to connect with people that you want more than just sex, say you want to attract a person that you feel spiritually connected to on a deeper level, you have to do internal heart chakra work. That's like, say you close your eyes, right? Go within and meditate on just feeling love. You think it's stupid, but you're literally building an internal energy. You're stirring your heart chakra. You're building and building it. And the more you're building it, it can't go back down. You're building more, and more. You see what I'm saying? This is what light, this is what aura is. And let's say your higher chakra energy. What's an example of higher chakra? What a higher chakra deals with? That deals with knowledge, conscious awareness, and creativity and intuition. So if you want more of that in your life, you have to spend more time in your higher chakras. What's an example of that? Okay, um, doing more shit that deals with going within, like meditation. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna give you more intuition. Going within, closing your eyes, and going in deep into your imagination. These are stimulating these chakras, and these are a part of what your aura is. Remember, aura is not something that's outside of you. Aura is actually nothing more, nothing less but internal energy. The more internal energy you have, the more aura you have. Aura is not something that is external. Aura is actually internal energies that people. That's why people can only feel your aura. You see what I'm saying? Because it's internal energy. It's not something you physically see. You see what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm gonna cut this video out. Hopefully y'all got something out of this. Nighttime spiritual rant, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Here to spread knowledge, uh, spirituality, spiritual insight, understanding, clairvoyance, all that. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual understanding to the world and stuff like that. It's important to understand your spirit and the importance of it. With that being said, peace.